set, go. Got my foot on the gas, let the rubber hit the road. Gotta hit that switch when the green light glows. Your team looks weak when I hit my zone. Yeah, dealing with an OG villain. I'm too lit, yeah, they loving my image. This my moment, can't miss it. You're too washed up to come get it. Yeah, any minute you could get it in a showdown. Independent, but I major in my hometown. Worldwide, whole time, you a whole clown. I'm a savage, they can never hold me down. Hit my pinnacle, hyping up, man, you're unoriginal. Feed the streets, yeah, the flow's umbilical. I'm going wild, if we lose now, that's a miracle.
Good evening and welcome to Bondurant Farrar High School for this Class 4A Region 3 semifinal between the visiting Humboldt Wildcats and your home Bondurant Farrar Bluejays. Exciting night here. We have planned varsity only as it is the postseason. Tessa Simpson here. How are you,
there,
Tessa?
Patrick. Doing good tonight.
Filling in for Josh Gibson, so he's on a little student council trip in Disneyland. So I'm sure he's having fun too, but we'll try to make this work out for him.
He'll probably pull out his phone here about 7 o'clock and grade how we're doing or not.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure we'll get text feedback while we're here. But, yeah, so semifinal action. The winner of this game will probably go to North Polk next week. North Polk will host Carroll tonight at the same time, and North Polk is the higher seed than both of these teams, so they would be the home team for whoever wins this, assuming North Polk wins.
And that game would be Tuesday at 7.
So, yeah, let's take care of this one first, though. How about that?
Absolutely.
So we'll get into starting lineups here shortly as they go to it in-house. But Humboldt coming off a win over Spencer on Tuesday night. They won three sets to 0. So they should have a little momentum. Blue Jays had a first-round bye, so this is the beginning of their postseason.
They did face up earlier in the season. They've only played last year and this year.
Yeah.
And the Jays took it in 5.
Yeah, so they won the first 2. And
last year, and then Humboldt won this year. We're okay, Seidel?
I think he's talking over there. So they won the first 2 sets and then I think lost 3 straight. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, and that was home, but I don't think we had the commentary broadcast.
I believe there's probably junior high football that night.
We had a broadcast, but so as we look at the starting lineups first for the Humboldt Wildcats, you're gonna have number 3 Addie Thompson, number 18 Kayla Kieber, number 8 Taylor Wimpin, number 13 Shelby Hines, number 7 Mia Schluter, and number 5 Jenica Beach is going to be the libero. And for your Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays, you're going to be led by senior number 5 Hannah Ditzworth and senior number 4 Hallie Badir. Also starting tonight, number 9 Hannah Green, number 15 Elizabeth Lappy, number 6 Riley Hamilton, number 12 Addison Schroeder, and the libero number 17 Paige Harold. As I said, Blue Jays being led by Hannah and Hallie, both 2 very well accomplished seniors, and we'll maybe look into a little bit of their stats, but I know you've been watching games all year. So what do you got for keys to the game tonight?
Keys to the game, we're going to spread out our attack on offense. We'll set a bunch of different girls and see what we can get going there at the net. Keep Humboldt guessing where we're going to go with it. And then our last few sets, we've had a hard time closing it out to 25. So really focus in on getting to that score first and finishing it out. Sometimes we'll get kind of stuck in limbo going back and forth. So really hammering it down here in postseason.
Yeah, got to keep that momentum going and close it out. Whoever makes the last run sometimes is the one that gets that win. And so we got to watch out for that. Blue Jays will be without Jackie Boss tonight, so they'll have a little bit of a substitute in the rotation there. But
yeah, I hadn't heard about her injury update, so I was curious on that. So that's good to know going into the night.
Yep. So, but Blue Jays are going to bring in some other experienced players. They've had reps this year, so it's not a complete unknown here.
Yeah, we've had a lot of different girls in the lineup this season, and that only makes you stronger. a little bit more experience out there in all positions and ready to play.
Yep. They, what was it, the second game of the year, I think, is when they played the first time. And so I think Bluejays were still kind of trying to figure out their lineup a little bit.
Yeah, we were on a different offense then, and had some girls that are in the lineup now that weren't in the lineup then. And one big one would be Riley Hamilton. Our setter was out, and Kai and Sasha did a great job as well. But
Riley
really
was
able to
into
come
this
back,
role. Yeah, she's done really great down the stretch, and the Bluejays have kind of been hot along the way. So it's a good time to be playing well.
Yeah. Just by looking at the lineups, too, they don't have a girl over 6 foot. Their tallest is listed at 5'11", so I think that could help us out a little. Their leader in kills is actually 5'5", so I'm kind of excited to see her jump. That's number 3, Addie Thompson. Sometimes when you see that shorter outside spring up is pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, it just flies a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And I compared our statistics, and a lot of them were just neck and neck, very evenly on overall season statistics. So 2 really evenly matched teams.
Yeah, very much so. You know, you look at kill efficiency, serving. I mean, they're very consistent between the two. Statistically, it looks like Humboldt probably a little more efficient on their serving. Bondurant a little more effective on the kills. So obviously a 6'2" person in the front helps with that.
It sure does. Hannah Ditzert's a pretty special player.
So
Humboldt, made a decent drive down here. They placed second, in the North Central Conference. And they play some good volleyball up there.
Yeah, it's fun when you get into the postseason because you have a little bit of a drive, so you get to see some different teams. But this is about as far as you're going to get in the sub-state area because Humboldt's a ways up there.
Yeah. Imagine if Spencer would have won. That would have really been a haul.
Right. All right, we're going to step aside for the playing of the national anthem. All right. Great chance to honor the America. And now we're back to some volleyball as you get your headset on.
Yeah, let's get ready to rumble, right?
All right. So always good to update fans on the student section. So it's white lies tonight. So white shirts with something that's incorrect written on them. So
all right.
Unfortunately, when I walked in, not too many of them were here yet, so I don't have any examples.
I was a little bit nervous about the student section, but they're filling in a little bit.
Yeah, they've looks like they've been pretty good most of the year about getting
They
here.
have been. They've supported. We have not had a ton of home nights. Just a couple tournaments sprinkled in there too, and they've done a great job at all our home games. Looks like Humboldt might have 4 in there. Is that their student section? Talk to Mr. Garnis.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hope they're not in trouble already.
I think maybe he's directing them where they usually go on the other end of the gym, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's fine. He is. I think he is. All right, we're going to send him to the opposite corner.
There you go.
That makes it louder in here. All right, Bluejays are going to serve first. Hallie Badir to serve.
Got Hallie and Addie Schroeder and Hannah Green in the back row.
Good save there.
That was a good save. Set middle to Ditzworth. Humboldt brings the block back at us, but we're able to dig it up. Lizzie Lappy with the tip over. We're calling Humboldt in the net anyway. Doesn't matter. Humboldt in the net. I think that's really going to set the tone right there for what the night's going to be like. A lot of action.
Very much. Addie with a nice dig there to save that ball after the block. And
across the front, we have Hannah Ditzworth, Riley Hamilton, and Lizzie Lappy. Badir pushes her off the court a little bit. Set outside to Lizzie with a roll shot. Humboldt was trying to run a quick there, a little quicker offense, but a miscue.
Nice set out.
Sutton back side, and it's in. Got that strong angle there. Just seeing Humboldt earlier, they're going to run an aggressive offense. They're running some quicks and mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that quick low attempt, and I'm not sure if it was intended for her because the outside girl ended up bumping it over.
Yeah, I think it was just a little miscommunication. Hallie didn't want to pass it. It worked out, though. Jay scrambled to send it back over. There's that middle quick there.
Blocked by Ditzworth.
Blocked by Ditzworth. She's sitting right on her. We have Anna Dotson. Oh, coming in for Lizzie to bring in the libero Paige to serve. So Paige Harold back to serve for the Lady Jays.
The lefty. Nice
Humboldt
out.
able to handle serve receive.
Little back row.
Backslide to Ditzworth.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, they called it out.
Just outside that line. You'll notice for the regional we have signed line judges.
Saw that. That's probably good. You don't want anybody claiming you have home cooking on that.
Looks like we have number 10, Morgan Mann, coming in for Humboldt to serve. Nice up by Paige. Riley able to get there. Ditzworth has to free ball it over, though. There's that quick.
Off the backboard. Badir.
Green with the roll shot to middle back. High outside. There's that 5-5 jump. Tip by Riley to the middle. There we go. Humboldt sends a free ball just out the sideline.
Back to back. Hits out, and
Caitlin Jensen comes in for Addie Schroeder. Riley Hamilton back to serve. Riley sends it deep.
Beach with the up.
Going outside. We got a tie.
Tip? No tip. Tip.
Yep, line judge over here on the Humboldt side calls a tip.
That's Addie Thompson.
Could hear it up here. That's a good call. That was definitely touched by us. Humboldt back to serve, tied up at 3-3. Serves it long. There we go.
That was Shelby Hines. Hannah to serve.
Hannah's her front row is easy to see that she excels at that, but she's a very solid server as well.
Of course, it's almost coming downhill the whole way.
It is. With
she
that
gets
arm
the service
swing,
ace.
absolutely. Ace there for Ditzworth. Humboldt with the 3-person serve receive, and then they're hiding that one in the back.
Good up by Thompson. And then back to her.
Riley with the self-defense down the line, able to pop it up.
Caitlin with the over. And
there we go.
Serve into the net, or kill into the net.
That was a heck of a dig by Riley there.
Yeah.
Just getting her hands up in front of her
just
face.
rifled right at her.
Didn't have much of a choice. Jay's a little bit of separation here at 6-3. Another good serve by Ditzworth. And the dig by Ditzworth off the ceiling, though. Too much.
Yep. That was Addie Thompson again.
Yeah. Side out for Humboldt.
This is going to be Livy Becker to serve.
We have Mullen coming in for Ditzworth now.
Badir to Paige, back to Badir.
Badir goes cross court with it.
Addie.
A little bit out of system there.
It's probably good anytime you make Addie have to take the set, though.
Yep. Getting a little sloppy here. Jensen's alive out there outside, though.
Hannah Green. Ooh, good save and just
Just
not quite
couldn't
able
jump
to.
high enough. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of plays in that rally that were just
Yeah.
girls being athletes and nothing volleyball specific. Hannah Green back to serve here.
Dotson, Badir, and Jensen across the front.
Serves her short overpass. Riley's tight to the net.
Beach to Thompson. Up now.
Outside to Badir.
Nice.
Back corner for the kill.
It's a hard spot to get to.
It is. Addie Thompson, I like how there's a lot of attacks she's taken away from the net, and she's still jumping and swinging really hard. Where
Yeah.
a lot of times girls will do a roll shot or tip, change their approach, that sort of thing. But serves long there, side out to the Wildcats.
It's number 3. That's going to be Addie Thompson.
It's probably good to see her go to the back row.
Mullen, Hamilton.
Dotson adjusts on the set. High set outside. Mullen with the dig. Oh, Riley just can't get out of the net. That's a tough ball. It's hard to know where you're at on the court.
That was Mia Schluter with the kill. So Thompson to serve again. Off the net.
Yeah, let's serve there. Good up by
job.
Badir.
Yep.
Come on, Dotson. There you go. Good cross-court attack. Back set for Humboldt.
Jensen with the dig.
Over there to Badir. It's going to be a tight ball.
Nice.
And Dotson's right there. Huge play.
Way to be tall.
Absolutely. She waited, and then she exploded up.
Based off her dad, you'd never believe she was that athletic. I'm guessing some of the Dotson family's watching from Missouri.
That's right. They might go back and watch it too.
Hamilton outside.
High side to Badir. Humboldt with the pancake.
Oh,
Riley sends it back. What do we call here? 2. All right. It's a
all
little
of
bit
those
sloppy
diving
up the
shots,
hand.
and then you get it off of that.
Jays are up 10-6 now.
Addie Schroeder with the serve.
Set outside.
Schluter, oh, they're going to
Right
call
on the line. Yep. Got that angle.
We're coming back now to the libero. That's number 5, Jenica Beach. Deep serve. Green gets it.
Going back to Badir. She sends it down the line. Very good. That line was definitely open there.
Dotson coming out, and is that Thurlby coming in? And then
Lizzie Lappy coming in.
Lappy, not Thurlby, my bad.
And then Hina Ditzworth coming in.
Ditzworth came in, and who was the other one that came? Oh, Mullen.
Yep, Mullen and Dotson came out. So we got Badir with the serve. Nice up there by Thompson.
Low set.
High ball out to Lizzie. Off the block. Jump ball.
Yeah.
Just lands right on our side. We're in position for that.
Tough read for Riley, trying to decide if it was going to get over the net for them to hit or not. And
she's a little outsized at the net, too, but she's a good jumper.
So back to Kayla Gieber. Another lefty service.
Addie's able to handle it. Backside to Lizzie. Out of system ball.
Thompson coming from the back.
Yeah, nice back row attack there. Ditzworth goes and gets it. Can't quite tip it in. Nice up by Greenie. Out to Lizzie. Off the block and down for a point for Humboldt.
That was a real great play by Thompson earlier to catch that tip coming from underneath. Ditzworth's got a lot of points that way this year.
Yes, she has.
Just a good reaction from her.
Ditzworth sees the court really well, so she's able to typically drop those tips in pretty easily.
Yeah.
Wildcats pull it within 2 here. Set outside to Ditzworth. She winds up. Oh, wow. Good scramble by Humboldt.
Middle set.
Now middle quick to Ditzworth. Right off the elbow of the lane there. Not going to get that one.
Thompson had come up to play the earlier, made a great save out of bounds, but that left that back corner open.
Yeah.
Paige Harold back to serve.
And those quicks, it's hard for Humboldt to get a block up, too, to help slow it down.
A little too much on that. Just a little too amped up for tonight. Number 10, Morgan Mann, going back to serve for the Wildcats. Blue Jays up 12-10.
A little short serve. Paige able to get behind it. Ditzworth adjusts her approach to get a good swing. Humboldt does a backslide.
Nice block
and
by
Ditzworth just taps it down. Caitlin Jensen coming back in for Addie Schroeder. And Riley Hamilton going back to serve. Blue Jays up 3. A little bit of confusion there. Maybe didn't know who was going to take that out of serve receive for Humboldt.
Thompson had to roll it over, and then there's Ditzworth.
There it is. Hey. Mark that one.
For those of you making highlight tapes at home.
Yeah. Riley back to serve again. We got Riley, Badir, and Paige Harold in the back row. Serves the libero off the court a little bit. You can see Humboldt's wanting to tip a little now that they've been challenged at the net.
Good communication there from the Blue Jays, deciding who was going to go for it.
Bumps that out to Jensen. Jensen with the reach and the swing. Humboldt able to dig it up.
Dig by Mann.
Back set, back row.
Ray
for
trying
the
to get in on the
kill,
action, but
he's out of eligibility.
Hannah Green thought she could play it off of him and no one would notice. 13, Shelby Hines back to serve.
Green with a great pass out of the serve receive. Ditzworth with the hard swing and then an overpass. And Caitlin Jensen's there. Block again.
Yep.
Back to Humboldt. I think about 5 girls were looking for the ball there. Nobody was quite sure what side of the net it ended up on.
Green and Ditzworth with a good tandem block there.
Absolutely. That's a good combo. Ditzworth back to serve. We got Badir, Jensen, and Green. Looks like Jensen's going to go to the outside. Badir will stay middle. Green on the right.
Good block.
The block is all there. Badir right on it. Timeout coming for Humboldt Wildcats.
16-11 Blue Jays.
Yes. Biggest lead of the night, I believe. Going up 5 here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's been pretty close back and forth. I think it was pretty much 3-point difference most of it.
Yep, I think the biggest it had been before was 3, and then now we're sitting at 5.
Yep, so Blue Jays have kind of recovered here a little bit. Both teams really, because they started with some unforced errors and they kind of cleaned it up on both sides.
Yep. You could see both teams maybe playing a little bit tight early, when it's kind of just point for point here and there.
Yeah.
But we definitely have some momentum going with our hard attacks.
Yeah.
Getting those touches at the net makes Humboldt, kind of second guess if they want to take a full swing or tip on it or roll shot.
Right. Yeah, a couple blocks in the row, get in your head.
Yep. Our blockers are doing a nice job of keeping those in, too, inbounds and not having it ricochet off.
Ditzworth still with the serve.
All right, coming out of the timeout, we have, Ditzworth here to serve. Paige Harold and Riley Hamilton in the back row. And then we got Badir in the middle. Caitlin Jensen's going to go slide out to the right, or left, sorry. And Hannah Green on the right. Just long. That's why we got the pros there.
Wempen shot, and he was right on it, though.
He was.
It's hard when the round ball hits the flat floor.
Line, yep. And an ace serve by Ditzworth. Just goes off Thompson's platform there. Going back for another one. I'm not quite sure how many she's served in this rotation.
I think
but
it was
quite
13 that she started with.
Okay.
It was either 13 or 14.
Going to set a high outside. There she was able to just wipe it off the hands there.
Yep.
Kill for Thompson.
Mullen's going to come in, Ditzworth to go out. We're going to go 3 at the back there with the libero on.
Oh, into the net.
Service error.
There we go. Let's use that here, Jays. Dotson comes into the front.
Paige Harold out. Hannah Green to serve. Setting.
We spent the timeout talking about how solid our block is, and now they've used us a couple times here.
Wildcats going to sub in. That's Mia Schluter coming in and Morgan Mann going out. Addie Thompson to serve.
Nice side out here. Would be good.
Badir set
High to
middle.
Badir. There's touch there. We're calling it. No touch. The Bondurant side. There we go. Okay. Say the whole Bondurant side was calling touch.
The
Obviously we
official.
would. I thought we could hear it up here too, but maybe I was anticipating it. A lot of times you'll look for the flight of the ball and then listen.
Right.
Are the things. Flight of the ball, the rotation of the ball. The up official called over their captain, and that's Addie Thompson, number 3. And they do decide on the side out for Bondurant. So push it to 20-13. Jay's up. And Addie Schroeder's back to serve. She's getting the serve signal from her coach.
Stacked up at the front for the Wildcats on that one. That was Kayla Gieber with the kill.
With the kill there. Humboldt back to serve again. Beach one of their better servers.
Green with the up.
Green, yeah, easily able to pass that. Badir down that line. She had that kill earlier in that same spot.
It's a good
Humboldt's
dig by
able to dig
Thompson.
it. Yep. Outside to Badir. Little roll shot down the line.
Nice spot. And Badir will get to go back to serve now. Up 21-14.
This is a solid rotation here. I like this. This is one of my favorites. This is our starting rotation.
Ditzworth and Lappy came into the front.
Yep. This is one that coach thinks is a solid rotation as well.
Set outside, but not able to get the
the
kill.
side of her hand there into the net. Point Jays. Student section's getting a little bit bigger and a little bit louder.
Yeah, that's fun to see. Out.
Just out. That was a high ball to their outside hitter and just off the angle.
Schluter, just a freshman in there making some noise, though.
I was noticing that. They have a very senior-heavy lineup, and then they have one freshman and a junior. Otherwise, they're playing all seniors. So girls, that have played together for a long time, pretty comfortable with each other.
So 23-14 with the timeout. Blue Jays this way you talked about pregame. Blue Jays looking to close this out. Now
Yeah,
let them
absolutely.
get back into this.
Yep. Keep pushing those points. Just a sprint to 25 now. Coming out of this timeout, it's huge to get the serve in out of Hallie. We have Badir and Schroeder and Green in the back row, and it's like Lizzie Lappy's going to go outside, Ditzworth stay middle, and Riley play right. Block there. Kind of sat on the net, and then it went off Lizzie's hands into the antenna there. That's what they called out on.
Okay. That's a tough get for Hines because she's coming in left-handed from that outside corner.
Oh, that's going to be tight.
Nice.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. I have never seen a play like that ever. Hannah Ditzworth being pushed off the court, Sends a high free ball off the top of the net.
Brought some rain down with it. I think
Into
that's
her
why it was hard
face.
to play.
Like, insult to injury into her face. Oh, my goodness.
Set point.
Yep, set point here. We got Paige going back to serve.
It's been a little far on the last 2 times. Lays up
barely,
on it that time.
Yes. You could tell she was definitely thinking, don't send it long.
And Thompson goes into the net. The Blue Jays take the first set 25-15.
25-15.
So we'll take a little break, step aside.
I had to wear this the whole practice. The whole practice, actually. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I feel like a supermodel. What? No, it's blowing in my neighbor's yard, actually. And I feel really bad because they're like old too. So basically when we serve, it's literally a war zone. Like, I'm not even kidding, just wait till you witness this. Like, I'm telling you, we do, wow. Oh. Push-ups? Okay. Okay, here we go, seriously now. We're getting it right here. No consequence. Terrible consequence. All right. Woo! Go burpees. 2. Wow, I'm going a little slow. In fact, I keep a tub of Aquaphor in my volleyball bag. I seriously need a sponsorship. One of these days.
Make a sponsor ad right now.
Okay, sponsorship ad. Oh, Aquaphor needs I seriously. That better not be in there, I swear. Did you know cane sauce is mayonnaise and ketchup mixed?
Why'd you say it like that? Mayonnaise.
And then I feel really bad sometimes, when I just absolutely smoke someone. All right, guys, thanks for coming to the Blue Jay volleyball practice. It was really efficient today. 75 likes and get to see more.
All right, as we get ready to start set number 2, Blue Jays take the first one, 25-15. What would you say is key to that one?
We really, at the end, focused in and sprinted to 25. Got that separation there. The biggest separation at 15, and then wasn't really close, or at 5, and then wasn't really close after that. Humboldt's going to start with the serve here in the second set. Obviously, they're going to be looking to get a couple and start the second set out different. And that's one thing about volleyball. You regroup in between, and it can be a whole different team out there.
So this is going to be the libero Jenica Beach to serve.
Oh, we have 2 girls there helping out with that one. Outside to Hannah and down. That's a good way to set the tone there. Student section is up on the first point scored.
There you go. And I think it gained 3 rows since the last time
it
I looked.
has, yes. And I wonder, we've been starting, we always say it starts at 7, but it's been a little bit closer to 7:20.
Sure.
But with it being regionals, that 7 o'clock start was a hard start time instead of a kind of a flexible one.
Harold's serve
Paige
is in.
with the ace.
Nice.
Humboldt thought that was out.
That was the perfect balance between her serves now.
Yes.
Because she laid up on the last one.
Yeah, they almost didn't even turn.
They had no belief that it was going to stay in, yeah. Maybe it had some good sinking action that they didn't see.
She goes right to the middle then, kind of top of the key. Quick to their middle hitter. Jays are on it. High ball to green.
Tries to get back row and doesn't find an opening, but Schluter's hit is in.
Is in. We might have touched it anyway.
Yeah. So, same type of start as last time maybe, where we're just trading points. But
trade points for a little bit in the beginning maybe.
But I suppose the difference is these are, I guess, earned points as opposed to unforced errors.
Yes. Humboldt back to serve. 3-person serve receive. Nice up by Badier. Back to Ditzworth.
Good block there up front to tip it up. Schluter
Humboldt
going back corner. It's going to be too far.
Yep. The ball was kind of behind her a little bit and then just sailed all the way out. Riley Hamilton back to serve, and Caitlin Jensen comes in the front. overpass. Ditzworth with the dig, and then Riley goes back to her, and she tips it just wide there.
It was a good idea because there was no one in that back corner.
Yep.
Just had a little too much to it. So this is going to be Macy Varenkoon checking in to serve. I don't believe she played in the first set.
I don't believe she did either. She's a junior.
Little confusion there from the Blue Jays, but Caitlin Jensen going to
Great
go
swing.
get the kill. Or not kill.
Going back
Sit.
row for Humboldt. They've had a lot of back row attacks tonight, I feel
Yeah.
like, on their out-of-system balls. Wow.
And Ditzworth doing hard things.
Yep. Nice high ball there to Ditzworth, and she slammed it down.
Some people like to attack from the back row. She likes to attack close to the net
Yes.
and aim straight down.
Yes. There's not many that can do it like her. Fun to watch. Now she's back to serve.
That was going to be close to the corner.
It would have been close. And she went at the girl that just subbed in. That's probably intentional.
Hamilton with a nice save, and then Badir gets it over.
Backside out of Humboldt. She has to tip it on the adjustment. Riley with the tip,
Great
right on the 10-foot
play.
line for the kill.
Great read from Hamilton on that.
Yeah, that's one thing as a coach you want to work with your setters about the balance between tipping too much and when it's, just enough. And that was a great ball to tip on.
Little long from Ditzworth. Going to have Haley Mullen sub in. Ditzworth coming out. And it's this Shelby Hines, I believe, to serve. The black on black uniforms are a little hard to read sometimes.
It is hard to read those numbers. Great swing by Hannah Green down the line. Humboldt able to dig it, though. Setter tips it over. Mullen with the dig. Caitlin Jensen with
Tipped
the kill.
out. Yep.
Kind of off the block, and then their back row girl couldn't adjust, and right off the platform. Hannah Green back to serve with Jays up 6-3 in the second set.
Dotson joins Badir and Jensen in the front row. Service error is going to send it back to the Wildcats. It's going to be Kayla Gieber coming in. Subbing out Ella Olson. Deep serve.
Yeah, service error followed by service error. Swap points there. Brings Addie Schroeder in.
Caitlin Jensen going out. Beach with the up.
Set high. Dodson with the block that time. Nice solo block out of Anna Dodson. That was a high ball to their outside hitter, and Anna was disciplined and waited. And then just...
It was a good swing by Gieber. It was
was.
a good block.
Yeah. Schroeder back to serve again with an ace serve.
And Wildcats
And
going to take a
timeout.
timeout. 9-4.
There we go. Great start now here to the second set. Able to make a little bit of separation, but it's still early
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
at 9-4.
Yeah, I mean, points come fast, though. I remember watching when it used to be, you can only serve or score
Yes,
when you're
the
serving.
traditional
It's like,
scoring.
oh, gosh. But some
Yep.
of those games could take forever.
And they played best of 3 back in those days.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine doing 5 then if it was traditional scoring, but they switched that 20 years ago now.
Did they really?
The fall of 20.
So you're saying I'm old. Okay.
2002 was the last season of traditional scoring, then in 03 was the first year of rally.
Okay.
And I can't remember if high school always went 25. College used to play 30.
Oh, okay.
They used to play rally to 30, and then they dropped it to 25. I think high school's always been rally to 25, though.
Yeah. All right. Addie Schroeder still to serve.
Addie coming back here out of the timeout. We got Addie Schroeder serving, Hannah Green.
And that's going to be long.
Ooh, just long. And Haley Mullen in the back row.
Too much rest in the timeout.
Yeah.
Varenkoon going to sub out, and we're going to see Mia Schluter come back in.
Addie Thompson back to serve. Haven't seen much out of her in this second set.
Yeah. Which we're okay with.
Yeah, absolutely. Good scramble play out of the Jays.
Setting opposite side to Schluter. Green gets the ball up. Badiers. Whew, that was close.
That was close. They don't need to follow it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Badier with a hard swing on the outside, and then Humboldt dug it, and it was spinning back on our side. And
Thompson did a good job just getting to that ball because it was down there, but Badier gets rewarded with the serve.
Tonight.
Yeah.
She's hitting hard. That's fun.
In. Nice.
There we go.
Precision.
That was. Hit it again, Hannah. Do it again
Allie.
at skill. Or, sorry.
Odds are high when you use Hannah, though. There's
right,
a couple
with
of
two
them
of
out
them,
there,
yeah.
Second ace in a row. Not unusual to see Badier serve well. Just unusual to see 2 aces in a row.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
Thompson gets the ball up, set in middle. And that
Got it still. Find the ball, Jay, send it.
And
great
good
scramble there. And
another
then
block.
Humboldt able to get out of the net.
Now they go opposite side.
Lizzie with the swing, just wide.
Good point.
Great net play there.
Nope. That was Gieber with the hit over that kind of set the Blue Jays scrambling. And
Humboldt's wondering about their lineup right now. We got 2 front row players.
the man comes out, Hines comes in.
I wonder if the second official didn't like the way they subbed or something. I'm not quite sure about that. Serve to Schroeder.
Lappy is tipped. Now coming outside to Schluter, and Ditzworth with the big block.
Sends it down.
Thompson gets the dig. Hines just has to send it over.
Get up, get up. Off the hands with the kill. Great up by Badier.
Well, he was calling in anyway.
Yeah. Assist for Hamilton there and kill for Ditzworth.
We're going to have Paige Harold back to serve again.
Bondurant up 13-6 over Humboldt right now in the second.
Good serve. Set into the middle. Hines hits out.
Out. No touch. Just wide right.
Letter Walsh. Sorry to you Vikings fans.
Oh.
Harold is
Just
long
long.
that time.
Side out to the Wildcats here.
Going to have number 9, Ella Olson, to serve. Kayla Gieber comes out.
Good up by Badier right to Riley. Ditzworth with a backslide and down.
That's vicious.
I think Humboldt's a little bit lost right now on how to get the block up there.
Hamilton back to serve.
They need to try to slow that down a little bit. Back row attack out of Humboldt. Good up by Badier. See where we go. Going to Hannah Ditzworth with a little tap.
Thompson able to dig that out again.
Oh, there's a little off the net approach. And
Schluter gets the space.
Yep, Badier was kind of stuck there. It's one of those you see it happening, you just can't get your legs to move.
With Thompson coming hard for those tips, do you think it's more scouting or is it just an athlete?
I'm going to guess just an athlete.
Yeah, just a good read out of her.
Yep.
Okay.
And she knows where she's playing in defense that if the approach changes, she's going to have to move up. She's anticipating that.
Beach with a good dig. Thompson gets the over.
The free ball. Paige has trouble handling it, though. Clean that up a little bit.
Coming back middle. Good dig by Riley.
Yeah, that was a great cut by the Humboldt middle hitter.
That was Hines with the hit. Thompson going back row, and Not able to get it.
She's being pulled away from the net, and that's a really hard attack.
Yeah.
She's just trying to do something with it.
Well, and at that point, I think she was almost falling backwards, too,
Yes.
to find the spacing for it. So.
Yep. Ditzworth back to serve here.
Good up by Varen Kuhn, and then
With the
just
tip by their
over.
setter, no block. But we're able to
Jensen.
get it, and Humboldt in the net.
Okay. Yeah, Becker's only done that probably twice from the setter. Hamilton has only done it once or twice, too, so it's been a pretty rarely used offensive weapon.
Yep, they're definitely, Humboldt especially is trying to, if they don't have a great pass, they'll slot back row. Right here, they're going there. Little miscue, but able to hit it over. Back to Green with the big approach, and then a roll shot towards the middle.
Now
Free
Thompson
ball.
going over. Sets up the Blue Jays better.
That's a
Thompson
tight one.
punches
Yep.
it to the back.
Not much options out of that one. Caitlin Jensen with the swing.
Beach with the dig. Heinz.
Go, get up.
Harold goes
Great
to get
play.
it. Great point. Coming outside to Thompson.
Tip,
He finds open
right
space.
down the net. Finds the open spot. Yes, she did. Ditzworth able to lay out for that, though.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Hannah going to sub out. And Haley Mullen coming in. And Heinz coming out. And Morgan Mann coming in for the Wildcats.
Oh, wow. Mullins there is that last resort, and that
Yep.
would have landed in. Badir with the great swing, overpass for Humboldt. Paige steps into set. What do we got? Back row attack.
Back row attack.
Okay. It was going to go out anyway. Didn't matter.
Yeah. It's probably the most non-starters we've seen on the court for the Wildcats, with Mann, Varen Kuhn, and Olsen all in there.
I saw the Varen Coons coming in for their freshmen. They didn't do that in the first set, but they started that in the second set.
She's had a lot of action coming into this, though. She might, or like in that first game, they had a lot of
Yes.
swings to her.
Yep.
I would imagine that plays into that a little bit. You're more likely to tire out the more of them that are set to you.
Yep.
So Hannah Green back to serve. Dotson came in.
Jay's up 18-10 in the second.
Outside to Thompson, good up.
That was a great approach out of Thompson. We're able to get a touch on the block and then send the down ball.
Deep.
That one's going to be out.
Wempen's hit just got a little too much under it. So Hannah Green will go back to the service line.
Sends a nice floater over there to Thompson. Going outside to hit it then, and it's long. Looks like Humboldt's looking for a timeout here. Coach called.
20-10, the current score in set number 2. Blue Jays still have the momentum, and see if we can close this one down.
Yeah, the girls are in the huddle in the timeout right now. You know, they look loose, look excited, lots of momentum, having fun out there playing volleyball.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot would have to happen for Carroll to beat North Polk.
Sure.
So our girls kind of know what the mindset going in tonight is.
Yep. Last game at home.
More than likely will be their last game at home.
Sure.
So enjoy that. Leave it all out there.
Maybe we can find a North
Yeah, I was
Polk
wondering
score
when
while
I
we're
saw
at it.
you grab your phone, I'm like, we should check in on North Polk and check out their live stream.
North Polk won first set 25-11.
Jay's out on the court first from the timeout. Hannah Green's going to go back to serve. She did serve one in the net earlier in this set, so need to see her get this one in after the timeout. That's one of those times you always want to get that serve in.
Good
And
serve,
she does.
Yep. Set into the middle, and
There we go. I don't even know if we touched
yeah, I
it. That
don't
might
know
have
if it
been
did.
net, but
well, we were set
doesn't
up for it
matter.
either way. Yep.
does not matter.
You know what? Let's go ahead and say we blocked it.
Yeah,
then.
there you go. I like that. Green back again. The one-handed set to keep it on her side. That was a great play out of their setter. High outside to Badir.
Serve outside.
Just wide.
No tip. Okay.
Yep, no touch.
No substitution there. Kayla Gieber coming back in. Ella Olsen going out. Service error, though, is going to send the ball back to the Blue Jays with a 22-11 lead.
You don't ever want to miss the serve, but especially when you're trying to come back, it makes it extra hard.
Is that some Bondurant boys going over to take over the student section on the other side?
I'm not sure.
Or does
I think I saw some yellow on the one jacket.
Okay.
It was hard when they're both the blue.
That looks like a Porter Francois over there.
Jays get it with going up 23-11 here.
Oh, you know what? That might be a former Bondurant kid, Jaden Drewis, over there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. Now I see what you're seeing. Yep.
Nice
there we go.
kill
That was
in the middle.
That was a great kill out of the middle.
That was Taylor Wempen.
Wempen, yep. She's a junior.
Varen Kuhn going to come out, and Mia Schluter coming back in for the Wildcats. Addie Thompson back to serve. Mullen sends it up, and Riley sends it over.
Back set, blocked, but we blocked it out of bounds. And there wasn't a lot of room over there.
No.
We were playing right there on the pen. Not a lot of room to keep that ball in anyway. Point Humboldt.
Should I pulling up the North Polk broadcast?
Yeah. I love these YouTube broadcasts.
Right.
Watch about anybody.
2 hits.
Yeah, a little sloppy on the hands there. Looks like over at North Polk, it's a close one here in their second.
Service error again.
Game point here, Jays, going 24-14. Hallie Badir back to serve. Lizzie Lappy comes in the front. Hannah Ditzworth coming in the front.
Mullen going out and Dotson going out. Badir on set point.
It's up, and it's an ace.
So Badir closes out set number 2, 25-14 Blue Jays. All right, well, welcome back to set number 3. Blue Jays have managed to take the first 2 sets. Scores of 25-15 and 25-14. Really solid set overall from the Blue Jays on that one.
Yeah, once they had that separation early, it really wasn't back and forth there, which is good. Obviously, I'm sure Ray mentioned to him, hey, remember last time you played them at home up 2-0 and, not there yet. And right now really matters, you know.
Proved to them it was a long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are completely different teams. That was
Yeah.
way early in the season, and heck of a schedule to test yourself that early.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, we definitely had some injuries back then as well.
Yep.
I know, like Hannah was dealing with what is a wrapped up leg or something like
Yep.
that, I think, and
Yeah. And, you know, as the season goes on, you get more comfortable with your teammates
Sure.
and able to grow from there. Obviously, you don't want to peak in August.
no, that's
Yeah.
that's no good. In high school, there's no sport you want that.
Maybe used to say state softball, baseball, but that's been in July now for a long
Yeah.
time.
Ditsworth, Hamilton, Lappy, Green, Schroeder, and Badir on the court for the Blue Jays. Thompson, Beach, Schluter, Yeaver, the setter, number 6, Becker, and I'm not positive on the other one. I'll give you a second. Oh, number 8. Number 8's Wempen. And then Wildcats strike first.
And mentally for Humboldt, that's a big point. Coming out and then they can look at the scoreboard and see them up.
Quick substitution. Hines going to come in. Service up. Hamilton going to set outside. Ooh, good block.
Ooh, that was a good block out there.
Hines and Gieber both went up and got a good block on Ditsworth.
Ditsworth wants it again.
Yep. Wempen to serve again. And service error. Beach checks back in quickly. That's going to be Wempen coming out.
Page back to serve.
So Harold came in for Lappy. Harold going to go all the way to the wrestling room to start her serve.
Sometimes that's not far enough either.
Ooh.
Great toss.
Send
Humboldt.
all the way across. Schluter gets the ball up, and is that 2
Yep,
hits?
calling it 2.
Wasn't sure if they were going to go 2 hits or call it a lift or what. But.
Yeah. That's a tough set there. She's trying to do a quick out of a not great serve receive pass. She definitely takes a lot of risks there, trusts her hands a little bit, and just couldn't get it on the ball at the same time there.
Harold to serve again. Good drop on that. Thompson's able to dig it out, and then it goes back to Thompson from Schluter. Set in middle to Ditsworth.
It's working tonight. I like to see it bounce, but I tell you what, when it's that effective, keep going there.
Right.
Definitely want to take advantage when Hannah Ditsworth is in the front row. Use that. And she got blocked pretty big on an attack not too long ago.
She was ready for it to come back.
Yep. It's nice to get that kill again and remind them who you're playing against. Page into the net there, side out Wildcats, 3-3.
Got a couple points on the serve, and now we got Ella Olson came in, and then number 15, Ashlyn Works, in for the Wildcats. I think that's Ashlyn's first appearance. Badir all the way across, and it's in. And the bench is
Humboldt
not
does
okay
not
with it.
like it.
The
up official's calling over for the captain.
It almost looked like it hit the corner official's foot.
And they're supposed to be right up on that corner. And they're human too. This is the second time Humboldt's had to go over in conference. It is nice that they can explain it
to somebody.
To somebody instead of just moving on. The captain then relays it to their coach. Still Bondurant's ball, not overturned.
Hamilton will go back to serve. Caitlin Jensen coming in. Schroeder going out. Beach gets the ball up.
Oh, not quite. So a little miscommunication there on what set, who was doing what approach, and then not able to hit it over. That's one thing sometimes running a more complex offense can create some miscommunications as you're trying to fake out the other team. High ball to the outside, up by Badir. And into the net for the Jays.
So Ella Olson was the setter on that. Their setter for the first 2 games, Livy Becker, isn't in right now. But I also don't see her. Oh, there she is on the end. Okay. False alarm. She's fine. She's standing.
I thought it was a different number. It is hard to see the numbers from up here.
Blue Jays not able to get that one over, so Varen Kuhn going back to serve again.
Tied at 5-5. Big set here in the third set. Riley goes with a back bump assist to Ditsworth. I wonder if they have a drill to simulate that. That's a kind of a non-traditional play there.
Ditsworth to serve.
Serves it hard.
Varen Kuhn gets the ball up, and Beach gets the ball over. Badir didn't quite have the angle she wanted, so just tried to get it over. That one
wow, that was
cleaner.
A great attack there. Ditsworth with
in.
Oh, just wide. She might have been a little bit nervous to call it in anyway. I think it was just wide, but
yeah,
if Ditsworth would have had another bump kill tonight, that would have been insane.
Right.
It's nice to see the tall girl, though, playing her position on defense.
North Polk did get that second game
They did
win.
get that second set, yep. So North Polk goes up 2-0.
Harold gets the ball up. Hamilton with the set outside. Badir. Varen Kuhn gets the ball up. Thompson.
A little roll shot.
Yep.
Mullen with the dig.
Jensen. Good dive by Beach there.
Humboldt sends the free ball to the Jays. Good up by Page. Come on, run something. Badir kind of had to reach behind her for that one.
Now Thompson.
Oh, a little off speed off Caitlin's face. Kind of hit off the block funky, and then it was.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it, if they hit the net and Badir on the block.
Yeah, it might have. They're able to slow it down, but it changes your reaction on the ball.
Beach's service.
Up by Badir. Little tip by Riley.
Olsen
Humboldt
set
able to
middle.
get it. And that's long.
Wempen's just been a little long on her kill attempts tonight, it seems like.
Long trip down here. Maybe has some bust legs a little bit still.
Good dive by Varen Kuhn to go get it. Works out of bounds. Gets the two hits.
Two hit there. You can kind of see the rotation on the ball. That's usually the dead giveaway.
So Hannah Green
sometimes
to serve.
The sound. Great serve. Tight to the net. High outside. Thompson comes in on it. Riley with the dig, and Mullen tries to get the pancake under it, and just short. I don't know if we got to the third one.
Going to come out. Livy Becker coming back in. Olsen coming out, and Kayla Gieber coming in.
Tied up at 8-8.
Becker, the setter, back to serve. Badir digs it out, and able to get the ball over the net.
Yeah, that angle was hard.
And Wempen now gets the ball in. Nice kill from there in the middle.
Humboldt takes the lead, 9-8.
Becker back to serve again. Mullen with the up. Hamilton outside. Dotson's doesn't quite get the hit she wanted.
There you go. Settle in here, Jays. So what we were kind of talking about, you get into that third set.
It's not time to let them back in. It's time to just finish it. Set in middle to Badir, off the net.
Off the net, and able to get it.
Thompson got a tip up, but not able to dig it out. So. Addison Schroeder coming back in. Caitlin Jensen out, and Schroeder will come in to serve. Blue Jays 9, Wildcats 10. Blue Jays looking for a little bit of a run here. Not like that.
No. Definitely a little bit of a momentum shift here to Humboldt.
Well, in that second game, we were pretty error-free.
Yes.
And obviously, that goes a long way to success. Thompson back to serve. Setting outside Badir, or inside, I guess. Beach with the diving save. Becker sets middle. And that ball didn't actually clear the net.
All right, just making sure everybody gets up after that. Those plays like that you don't like. Yeah, Jays won the first set by 10 and then the second one by 11. And it's not like basketball. If you win by 10 or 11, it's a close game.
Right.
You know, you're feeling pretty comfortable there. So Jays are sitting here down 1.
Lappy and Ditzworth come back in. Dotson and Mullen out. Badir serving.
Back to our starting rotation, so it's a good place to be for the Jays here.
Ditzworth.
Set Ditzworth, little tip. They're able to block it at us. Standing up a little bit.
That was a real good play in the middle. Did she delay jump, or did she just recoil and jump right away again?
I think she delayed.
Okay.
I think she kind of saw it was going to be an off-tempo ball. So you can see Humboldt's definitely fighting here. Just nice and easy over the top. Yep. Sometimes just, get a routine.
Couple of funny hits and get the ball high and let somebody go get it.
Yep.
Dotson came in but really came back out, and Paige took her
to
spot.
go on, yep.
Blue Jays trail 11-12.
Great serve by Paige.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thompson going to roll it over.
Good up by Addison. Middle. Ditzworth has to adjust a little bit. Sees it's open, but can't get the tip down.
Schluter.
There she
tries
can.
to get it up. Ditzworth sends it down.
When she's lined up on you solo like that, that's tough.
Yep. And when that kill's coming from farther back, she's got time to react to it too.
Yep. Jay's tied up 12-12. Oh, just off the tape and rebounded back at us instead of falling over. Ball back to Humboldt.
O'Geever and Becker coming out. Olsen going back to serve, and Ashlyn Works back in. It's a knuckleball on over.
I wonder if Humboldt made that adjustment to try to put up a little bit more of a block there with how our front row played that second set. Could bring a little bit more hot.
They have 3 people coming to the front there.
That was a triple block there, yeah. And that was a design triple block. You could tell it wasn't a miscommunication. We don't know where we're supposed to be. That's what they wanted to do. You kind of sacrifice the tip when you bring that triple block. Back to Ditzworth again, triple block, and off the libero. I couldn't really tell if she hit the gap on the block or if it just went over their hands.
I think she went over it. Yeah.
Okay.
As the libero taking that one, you got to feel a little bad. Like, why didn't you guys block that for me? Come on.
And she's behind that block, so you really are kind of feeling comfortable.
But she
and
also,
then there it is.
Her vision's blocked too.
Yes.
Right? So I mean, it's a hard read. Hines goes up, and the block is going to go out of bounds. Looks like Varenkun is going to come back in. Schluter's going to come out. And Varenkun is going to serve.
Humboldt takes the lead 16-13. Green with the nice up out of serve receive. Ditzworth with the tip. Oh, that was down, wasn't it?
It sure looked like it, yeah.
Okay. It's a good drive out of Humboldt. He played to the whistle.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was a delayed call.
Yeah.
Oh, North Polk's really taking this
Yeah,
one.
it's getting a little out of hand there.
Beach with the dig.
Humboldt with the tip. We're able to kind of tip ourselves.
Back to Thompson, who goes to the open space down the line again.
Yep.
Just a real good read out of her.
They've caught us there in that one before. That's that one where Ditzworth's on the angle on defense, and they know she's probably not as mobile as a back row player like a DS or libero. So that's probably good scouting, knowing where they're at in rotation.
Yeah. Ditzworth going to sub out, Mullen in. Beach back to serve. Green digs it up. Allie Badir going to go ahead and send that down. What are we calling here?
They were in the Humboldt was in the net anyway.
Okay.
We're going to go kill Badir.
It sounds bad when you say it that way.
It does.
Kill 4.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll ever have to change that stat category to something else. Tight set. Setter's able to set it just on top of the net.
Point for being in the net.
There we go.
Yeah. And I think their coach is arguing we were in the net also.
I think she's thinking Ray might have helped him call that. Getting a little, some frustrations there.
Hannah Green back to serve again.
And you want to advocate for your own team. You get it.
Yep. Thompson with the spike.
This is
Green
going to send
gets the
Ryan.
ball
Yep.
up. Olsen goes over with it.
Set to Badir. Bump set to Badir. Oh, wow. That focus there by the libero. It's a tough one. Badir with the kill, though.
She might not be getting up. Hold up. Okay. She just needed
a little
second.
bit goofy. Yep. Take your time.
Yeah, she did like a somersault basically over there to get the ball.
Sarah's up. Sarah Moss, our ATC in the house. Best of the best. Yep.
Told their coach, okay, well, if she changed her mind about needing somebody to talk to her, I will be right here.
Yep.
Olsen back set. Works.
Big swing and just wide. Yep. I was a little nervous that might fall in that corner, and it didn't. Kind of kept sailing.
When you go all the way across like that, it's a long way.
It is a long ways. Timeout Humboldt as Jays take the lead 18-17.
It's a good little rally to come back here for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it was. What were we down 3 at one point, I believe?
Yeah. North Polk looking to wrap this one up over in Alleman. They're up 2-0 and 17-5, so not
definitely
a lot
taking care of business in this one. Yeah. Set 2 was pretty close too. I think it ended up being like 25, 18, 19, something like that.
But that's almost got to be just as disheartening. You kept it close and couldn't come away with the win. You're like, well, we didn't get it there. Are we ever gonna type of move?
Yep. Here we go. Got Hannah Green coming out of the timeout.
Got Dotson, Badir, and Jensen in the front row, along with Hamilton and Mullen on the court. Olsen, Thompson works in the front for the Wildcats. Varen, Kuhn, Beach, and
is it Works? Is it 15?
No, Works is in the front row. I'm trying to. Wempen's the one in the back. There you go.
Good up by Green then. Humboldt had an attack on their outside. Badir with the attack. It's blocked, but we're able to dig it.
Dotson going middle.
Not much time to transition. That's a tough attack out of Dodson. Riley doesn't have a lot of options out of that. It's more of a reaction play, and she's able to set it there to Dodson. Dodson just kind of jumps and hits. She can't get transitioned on that. It's just a little too quick. Jays go up 2.
Wempen gets the ball up. Beach
High ball
over
to Thompson. Block sends it back at her. Here we go.
All the way across to Badir and rolls it down the net.
Those are tough ones when it rolls right down the tape. Sometimes you don't know what side it's going to drop on. But able to drop it in.
And you just don't know when it's going to roll off the net. So coming up from the back, it's hard to read. Deep serve by Green, but I think that was 3 points for her before.
Yep.
So Blue Jays 28-18. Heinz and Becker coming back in. Olsen and Works out. Or not Heinz. Gieber. I don't know. Well, I thought that was Hines. Becker back to serve.
Jays with a 3-person serve receive. Ball sails a little bit. Mullen able to get under it before it drops. Back set to Badir. Almost to the wall for the kill. Their libero has great focus there on trying to run down that second ball.
She covers a lot of ground back there.
She does.
Addie Schroeder to serve. Becker up. Wempen goes for the hit. And
jump ball, there we go.
Blocked by Dotson and Badir, and just wasn't quite able to get the ball back up.
It's fun to see the girls celebrate after those blocks. I think Dotson thought she got a little bit more of it.
Yeah, well.
And she's right. But timeout for the Wildcats here. Lady Jays go up 22-18 in the third.
I assume that's like guys in their fishing stories. You can tell it however you want.
Yep.
In a few weeks, there won't even be another person. You blocked them all on your own.
Absolutely.
Blue Jays in a good spot here, 22-18, set number 3. They did win the first 2. Going to be looking to close it out here.
Yep. Addie coming in with this serve here. We have noticed, and we haven't talked about it yet, but it looks like Ray does have on his postseason salmon-colored shorts.
Salmon, all right.
He wore them, I think, all season last year, and it's a little topic of conversation, and haven't seen him all season until now.
Thompson opposite side.
Oh, nice save by Badir.
Little two-headed friend. Back to Beaver, block,
Just
but in.
inside, yep, off the block and in on that line.
Schluter's going to come in for Varen Kuhn. Thompson going to go to the back row. So the only other time I've heard salmon referenced as a color is in the show Friends.
Okay.
When Ross had a salmon shirt.
Yep.
So service error, going to send the point over to the Blue Jays. And Hallie Badir going back to serve. Lappy and Ditsworth subbing in. Dotson and Mullen out.
And here it is, starting rotation. Doesn't get more solid than this for the Jays here.
Badir goes opposite corner, or aiming for it. Beach is there. Schluter hit.
Oh, roll shot.
Lappy outside. Becker in the middle. Nice kill by Wempen.
Yeah, our block was kind of treating a little bit more towards the right, and she took it back left with the hard cut for the kill.
Hines coming in for the libero. Wempen back to serve. 23-20 Blue Jays. That ball's going to be out.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned for the post-game Legacy Bank Player of the Game. Legacy Bank, building legacy one customer at a time. But before we get to that, Paige Harold is going to go back to try to serve the
Set
match point.
Here.
Yep. And that's going to be off.
Go.
And the Blue Jays are going to win.
Paige Harold with their last serve at home in her career, an ace.
So 25-20 Blue Jays. They win 25-15, 25-14, 25-20 to win and advance to play North Polk next Tuesday to see who goes to state.
Yeah, and it looks like North Polk is up 23-9 right now. So
I'm a little premature on saying they won, but
yep.
Legacy Bank Player of the Game. You got anywhere you want to go with that?
What are you thinking here, Patrick? You're kind of guest on the broadcast.
Well, I mean, it was really balanced approach from the Blue Jays. It's really hard to say where you want to go with that. I mean, Ditsworth obviously had a lot of kills. Badir was kind of all over the place. Riley did a pretty solid job all around on setting. Gosh, let's go.
I think we got to go Hannah.
Go Hannah?
I think we got to go Hannah. But, like you said.
What? We can break the rules. Let's go for a tag team, and we'll go with 2 seniors. We'll go Hallie Badir and Hannah Ditsworth as Legacy Bank Players of the Game.
There you go.
Because we can make up the rules. I'm a guest. So, Legacy Bank Players of the Game, Hallie Badir and Hannah Ditsworth. Legacy Bank, a great partner with Blue Jay Digital, building legacies one customer at a time.
And thank you, Bondurant Seniors.
All right. I think that's all for us. So,
it's great working with you tonight, Patrick.
You too. Good night and go Blue Jays.
Go Jays.